just yeah,
Play ball.
listen. They're NBA players. They're really good players. So that you always respect and you come and compete at a high level. But any of um, the ins and outs of maybe what they do for certain players, obviously it has to go out the window. So you have to adjust and more focus on yourself and how you're approaching the game, making sure that your intensity and physicality, attention to detail is there, and you're ready to go when they throw the ball up.
How you doing?
All right.
Obviously, a quick turnaround for DeAndre. What's been the process like of trying to get him acclimated and ready to go for just a couple of days later here?
Well, first and foremost, we were able to have a practice, so that was really good, spirited practice, and watched him get out on the floor, put him in some different situations to, I've obviously seen him as a player, so knowing that when they put on your uniform and get into the gym, it's a little bit different, but was super excited and happy to see him in our uniform.
Doug, do you anticipate like kind of like working him in gradually, slowly, or is he gonna just hit the ground running with you guys?
I mean, he's a hooper, so yeah, you get out there and get at it. Yeah, I would anticipate like him just going out and playing, and you're always trying to find ways to put them in the best position for themselves that helps the team. So part of that will be that as well as we go down this process.
Doug, he got a lot of opportunity at the point in Washington. I was curious what your takeaways were, not just with him running the offense, but also defending that point guard position.
Really excited and happy for him. Like, point guard, whatever that means, primary ball handler. His ability to be a secondary ball handler is probably one of the biggest gifts that I think that experience can probably help him with. Um, I thought he did a really good job. I thought he got us into stuff, showed poise, the defensive side of it, the physicality, and all of that. I thought he was really, really good. And this is what it's about. It's, about developing and putting them in situations, seeing how they respond to those situations, and, taking notes and making sure that we are ready to continue that developmental process.
Coach Christie, I know this past couple of days, things been moving kind of fast. You just got Hunter. You may not get Keegan. I'll be back for another week or two. But did you visit?
How you know that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Is there something we all should know?
No.
Anyway, have you had a chance, to like vision with Precious, DeAndre, and Keegan can do, as far as defensively?
Defensively, it's a great fit and a beautiful look for athleticism, size, defensive ability, switching ability, physicality, rebounding, running the floor, all those different things. But to your point, you got to get them out there and see how it looks. And we'll do that. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a process as we go through it, but we got him here, and now we got to put him out there and see how he does.
Realizing you know DeAndre's game pretty well, and he's been with it for a while. Just is there any actions or are there other curiosities you have about maybe what he can do in your situation that could be different from maybe what we've seen in Cleveland and Atlanta?
You bugging my office now?
Trying to.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll be curious. Ball handling, different things like how far we can go there. Action wise, I've seen him on pin downs. I've seen him on DHOs. I've seen him on pin down DHOs. Mid range game, stretches the floor, shoots the three, and he came in as a defender, sticking 1 through 5 pretty much. So that just shows that his game has grown. But yeah, there are aspects that I'll probably throw out there just to see how he does with it, and even communicate with him and see how he feels about it as well. You don't want to just put him in a position. You want to make sure he's comfortable too.
Doug, can I go back to the knee question at point guard or lead?
Force him, but there was obviously a log jam and still, a little bit, but the point is, there were points in the season where he was playing 3 and 4. He's out there with 4 guys in the center, and he might have been on the 3 or 4. Well, he's a guard, so we want to make sure that he's playing that position, but also build the confidence in him to be able to grab the ball, not run away from it. Not that he did, but if he's not the primary, he's running the floor trying to get to the corners, which he's been told to. Listen, come back, get the basketball, deal with what's in front of you, communicate. There's a lot of responsibility with that. And when you have the basketball, there's first of all, there's ball protection. Second of all, there's communicating to your teammates. What are we in? And then you also have to get the ball in the right position to initiate. So there are things that he has to go through. And I'm saying all that, and I ain't even speak about the defense that's on him and trying to pressure him. And he has to learn that, okay, if they're going to pressure you, we're running a play, but go ahead and play. And that might mean just go right by him and play basketball. He's not a selfish kid, so if he gets by his guy, that's going to cause help. He's going to spray the basketball, and the next time, guys go back up. And he just has to get in that position to experience that.
Haven't gotten the opportunity to talk to Scott yet, but I know you guys see eye to eye on the pillars. How well do you see DeAndre fitting into those 6 pillars specifically?
Beautifully. I think that he is a shining example of all of them. And Scott continues to knock the ball out of the park with that.
Doug, with the NBA trade deadline just 24 hours away, what emotions does this bring up for you now as a head coach, and how does it, maybe with your experience, impact the way you lead this team?
It's a good question. I don't know that it emotionally for me, there's so many different things that this seat brings that you don't really get locked in, I guess, on one. It can hit you, and then you have to focus on it. But there's a lot that's going on. But this is, being the first time, it's just more about the experience of it. And, I also need to stay calm and relax because I want my team to stay calm and relaxed. And as I've said previously, part of it is this is their safe space. And I want to create that safe space for them, that for 3 hours, whatever it is, when we come in here, all that goes out the window. We're putting on a jersey. It's a brotherhood. We're going out here representing our city, our organization, and we're about to get after it. After that, all that's still going to be outside the door. And then we deal with it individually and all the different things that come with your family and agents and all those different things. But that's what I'm trying to create for them, is a place that is safe and happy. Even the results aren't what we want yet, but we're going to go about it the right way. We're going to continue to coach them and use these, I think it's 31, use these 31 to catapult us into next season and what we're doing going forward. Appreciate y'all.